Hello friends, welcome to Dynamic. In this isometric projection, today I solve problem number 2. A sphere of diameter 40 mm rests centrally over a frustum of cone of base diameter 60 mm, top diameter is 30 mm and height 60 mm. Full stop. Draw its isometric projection. Our intention is to draw the isometric projection, but we need to draw orthographic view. That is also very important. Here I construct the orthographic view and isometric view. Let's look how to draw orthographic view. Here first draw the xy line. Above the xy line is VP, below the xy line is HP, and you fix the height of this two solid. That is, axis length for the solid number 2 is 60 and sphere diameter it is given 40 mm. Half of that you consider as the height of the sphere. Next you consider that half of that 20 mm is the radius of the sphere. You complete the circle in the front view that look like one circle. Next you project a line from that diagonal line. You draw the diagonal line. From that line or that edge you have to draw the perpendicular line. For that perpendicular line I take the measurement 90° using the protractor. Once the projection is over, and give the distance. What is the distance from where you take the one more circle in the top view? That distance you take, that is 4 centimeter, because the top diameter of the cone it is given 30, extra 10 mm you consider, that is 1 centimeter. Fix that point is O. From that point draw this circle, that is a top view of the sphere, that is the first solid. Complete that. Once to complete that, draw a projection line properly from that diagonal side, that is tangentially you can draw that. Next I move to the top view, that is the diameter of the cone. Base side it is given 60 mm diameter. Half of that you considered as a radius, that is 3 centimeter. Complete the circle with dark continuous. Once you complete that, next top diameter it is given 30 mm. You can consider half of that one is radius, that is 1.5 centimeter or 15 mm. You complete that with dotted line, because that is a hidden, that is not able to read when it is looking in the direction of a top view. The sphere is able to read, the top diameter is not able to read. And immediately to mark that, from that 3 centimeter you have to mark that. Here 1.5 centimeter is considered as a reference. On each side 0.3 and 0 you mark that, that is the top side of the cone. Join a line, that is a projection line. First you project that. Once you project that, join that line corner to corner, and top side and the base side, dark continuous line. Okay, once you complete that, indicate front view and the top view properly. Next, that is a point O, O1, O2 clearly indicate. Top face of cone, bottom face of frustum of cone indicate the diameter. Base diameter it is given 60 mm, clearly indicate within that 2 arrow mark diameter is 60. Next, top diameter you have to indicate, that is for the dotted circle. That is 30 and 60 clearly mentioned. Next, spear. What is the spear diameter? 20 mm. That is from the bottom you take, don't take from the dotted line. Here I made a mistake. Okay, once you complete this, you have to indicate solid number 1 and solid number 2. Front view and the top view is over. That is frustum of cone, spear. Combine. Then how to draw isometric view. I take one isometric sheet. Fix point O, O1, O2. I start from the top side, that is a spear. Fix the point is O. You take the radius of the spear is 2 centimeter. Complete that circle. That is a actual dimension. You should not reduce that dimension. You should not consider that one as a iso scale. From actual scale, you complete that and draw a line from point O. Next, fix the point O1 at a distance of 2 box, that means 20 mm, ISO 20. Next, what is the axis length is given? 60. Count that 6 box, mark that point is O2. Draw a line, clearly indicate height. ISO 20 and ISO 60 mm clearly indicate within that arrow mark. Once you complete that, what is the radius of the spear? R is equal to 20, that is for actual scale. That means you should not convert that into ISO scale. Once you complete that spear, clearly indicate solid number 1 is a spear. To dark that spear, let's start the top surface of the cone O1. From that point O1, what is the diameter? It is given 3. Half of that you consider as 15 mm. That means 0.5 and 0.5. You mark that point is C1. Similarly, in the topward direction also 1.5, 1.5. You fix another point inside that circle, that is also C1. Don't dark that inside the circle. Mark that point is C1. Once C1 is over, next take that point. C1 is the center, radius point is a midpoint of that one. If you want, you give that notation is 1, 2, 3, 4 if any confusion is there. Once it is completed, join a line 1 to C1, 4 to C1, 2 to C1 and 3 to C1. If you want, give the notations if any confusion is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is your convenient. 1 to C1 you join a line. 1 to 3. Take the intersection point is the center and the radius point is 2 or 3. Below that circle must be dark. Above that circle not necessary to draw. If you draw that, that must be very very thin line. Up to that circle you draw, not necessary to draw above that circle. Below that must be very very dark line, that is a top face of frustum of cone. Repeat the same procedure in the bottom face of the cone, and I mark here point 1, 2, that is very easy for explain, that is mark number 3 and 4 downward direction. You find that point again C1, I mark in both direction C1. That is for the base side. Same C1 to 1 you take it as a radius, or C1 to 3. With same radius C1 to 4 or C1 to 2 complete that arc. Once you complete that, join a line 4 to C1, 1 to C1. That intersection point is there, that is I mark it C2. If you want, you indicate that one C2, or else not necessary to indicate. Intersection point you consider as a center and the radius is 3. Complete that arc with very thin line. Don't dark the line beginning. Don't use eraser. To minimize eraser, draw tangentially with respect to that dark continuous line. Tangentially. Below that dark line must be dark. To complete that arc below that up to point 2, and from another direction up to point 4. Dark continuous line. Once it is completed from point C1 to 2, you take the radius, dark the front face, clearly indicate the reference line. That is, call it as XY line or reference line at an angle of 30 degree, clearly indicate. This completes isometric view of the combination of two solids. Okay, I explain once again, I zoom that if you want to go through this one, if any confusion is there. From point O1, the top diameter is given as 30 mm. Half of that 15 mm, 1.5 box and 1.5 box you take, that call that point is C1. Repeat in opposite direction, 1.2 you mark that, 1.2 you mark that. Draw 30 degree line from each point, draw that. You will get another point, that is also C1. Take the center, C1 is the center and that center point is the radius point. Cut the arc, don't dark inside the circle. Repeat the same procedure in the opposite direction, same radius. Because of that reason only I give the notation is C1. Once you complete that, join a line. If you want, you give the notation 1 2 3 4, then it is comfortable to explain. Mark this point is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Next, repeat in the opposite direction, you will get one intersection point. If you want, you give that notation is C2. Here I don't mark that, I reduce number of notation. Once you complete that arc, that is the top face of the cone. Once again I explain that, don't get confused, just you practice that. Once you practice that, you feel very easy. Otherwise this